All right, good afternoon and welcome to our yoga therapy class supported by the Parkinson's Foundation. So we'll get started just sitting at the edge of our chair and just kind of sitting upright, just get kind of comfortable. See if you can move a little bit away from the back of the chair. Roll the shoulders up and back, relax them down, and then place the palms of the hands facing up. Going to move the fingers in towards the uh, thumb as you inhale and then open as you exhale. So inhale in, exhale out, just a few rounds. And then on the next breath, bringing all the fingers to touch the thumb and then connecting to your breathing here. If you experience a lot of tremors keeping the hands this way, you can always turn the palms facing down on top of your legs. So always know that's a choice. Begin to make the breath just a little bit deeper. As you exhale, letting the tension release from the shoulders and the back. Begin to count the breath in for 5, out for 8. Just a few rounds. In for 5, out for 8. One last round. And then allowing the hands to open, releasing the palms of the hands facing down, opening the eyes if they were still closed. All right, we'll start warming up. So just kind of rolling the shoulders up and back, making big circles. And then roll the shoulders up and forward. We'll lift the shoulders up, hold them up, and then gently let them go down. But at the same time, try to lift the head a little bit higher. Up, inhale, and down, exhale. Do that one more time. Up and down. And then relax the shoulders a little bit. Begin to move the head in circles. And then roll the head the other direction. Go the first direction, just a little slower. Notice if there's tension anywhere in the neck. And if you want, you can stop, take a breath in that spot that feels tense, and then continue the rotation. Again, stopping anywhere that feels like it's tight or needs a little release. Do the same going the other direction, so stopping anywhere that might feel like you need to. And then bringing it back to center. Tuck the head in and then bring it forward and tuck it in and forward and in. Do that one more time, waking up the muscles in the back of the neck, and then tilt the head over to the side. Come to center, bring it over into the other side. Come back to center, look down towards the side of your chest. And bring it to the other side. And bring it back to center. Bring the arms on this side. We're going to move the head in lateral rotation, turning the shoulders at the same time. So we inhale, we exhale, turn the palms of the hands forward and look over to the side. Inhale to center, palms facing inward. Exhale towards the other side. So working neck and shoulder rotation. And out. Every time you go a little farther towards the side, Let's do that one more time to each side. And one more time. Very good. Reach those arms up and overhead, lengthen nice and tall. And then exhale, bring the hands to center. Don't let the wrists separate. As soon as they separate, release the hands, reach them up and overhead. Exhale, go as low as you can without separating the wrist, and then open up. We're doing this one more time. All right, very good. So moving side to side, keeping the heels of the hands together, opening the side of the spine, side of the body. Imagine you're making like a serpent shape, moving the trunk, moving the arms. And bringing it back to center. Interlace the fingers, press the arms out, round through the upper back. Bring the chin into the chest. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Straighten out through the trunk and the arms as best we can. Round. And bring it back up. Let's do that one more time. Round. And bring it back up. All right, bend the elbow and then lean over to the side and look up towards the opposite side. Bring it up and over to the other side. Bring it back to center, round through your back again. And then this time, straighten out through the spine. Turn the palms of the hands to face up and bring the hands under the chin as the elbows come towards one another. So nice deep stretch through the wrist and the the lower arm. Push out and then circles up and around from the forehead to the knee. And bring it the opposite way. All right, very good. Bring the arms up and overhead once again, lengthen. And then we find our cactus shape. Reach one arm up, one arm down, lengthen away from one another, and come back to that cactus. Squeeze the shoulders in the back. Pull out, up and down, opposite direction. We'll do one more each. Pull. Last time here. Pull. Inhale, bring both arms up. Hold below the wrist and go a little deeper into that side bend. Look up towards the ceiling. Turn the chest a little bit to the left. Inhale, bring it up. Over to the other side. And then again, turn the chest a little bit to the side. And bring it back to center. Hold the chair in the back. And then push the chair away into cobra. Move the head up to saying yes. Opening the throat. All right, come back to neutral neck. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, lion's breath, stick your tongue out. Make the sound. Inhale. Two more times. And one last time. Come back to neutral and add a twist to the spine. Look over towards the back. Bring your right arm up and towards the front, so opening the side and back of the body. Take a deep breath here. And bring it back to center. Very good. Bring it over into the other side. So hold the twist first without moving the arm. Keep your gaze back as far as you can. On the next breath, left arm comes forward in the direction of the right knee. Release the hand, grab both knees, and open the knees out to the side, getting a stretch through the upper arm, the shoulder. Bring it back, open. One last time, open. And then release. Switch the arm at the top, do the same 3 times. And one last time. Very good. Come back to center. Bring the hands together, circle the wrist. Bring them the opposite way. Very good. Keep the elbows together and sort of make like a little bit of a circle, but don't separate the elbows and the forearms. Circle the other way. It's like a figure eight, sort of. And then push the arms out, lift the arms up again. Bring the arms behind. They'll interlace, or either hold the chair if you can interlace in the back. Open up the chest, and then we're folding forward. So you're folding like this a little bit with the arms straight up. 2 breaths here. And coming back to center after that second breath. Release the hands. Trunk circles next. And bring it the opposite way. Come back to center, finding cow and cat. So inhale cow, exhale cat, round your back, tuck the tailbone. Keep moving that way, opening, squeezing shoulders together, rounding, tucking in. Lift and round. 2 more times, lift and round. So 2 each, which means we have 1 more here. And then come back to center, open up a little bit through the knees. We bring shoulder to opposite knee, again, getting a little deeper into that lower back. Shoulder to opposite knee. And bringing it back to center. All right, let's work on the lower body. So we'll open out and around in a circle, getting into the hip. And bring it the opposite way. All right, 1 more time. Open that leg out to the side. So you're coming on the heel, your toes are up, and then you're gonna lean over and towards that side. Bring the hand right here. Breathe in, turn the chest just a little bit up and see if you can look up towards this heel. And then bring it back. Reach, creating space. Turn your toes down so you're pointing the toes like a ballerina and reaching the fingers away. And then bringing it back to center. Pick up that leg, bring it in. We rotate this leg first, around and around. Bring it the opposite way. All right, extending that leg. You stay on your heel, trying to keep the leg as straight as you can. Body upright, and then you lean over and towards this side. Again, turn the chest just a little bit up to the right. See if you can look up. Again, inhale, coming here. Point your toes down towards the floor, and then reach the arm the opposite way. Very good. Bring it back to center. Bring the leg in, and then we'll go up with the opposite arm leg movement. All right, we'll straighten out the leg next. So reach and reach the arms. If you're trying to grab something, reach. See if the leg can become a little bit more straight and the heel can reach a little farther out. All right, come back. Now we open out to the side. Bring it back in. Out to the opposite side. Back in. Open. Open. Let's do 1 more each side. Open. All right, very good. Hold that leg up and then rotate the foot. Bring it the opposite way. All right, very good. Cross the foot over the knee for figure 4 stretch. If it's too much, remember, just put it down here and that'll open that hip, right? It gets that external rotation anyway. So don't worry if you can't bring it up. And then just do a little bit of a circle. And bring it the opposite way. All right, come back to center and then bring the leg in. It's like a nice deep stretch. You have that triangle here and that side of the leg. And then slowly let it go, releasing that leg down. All right, the other leg lifts and we got to rotate first. And bring it the opposite way. All right, crossing the leg here or down below. Again, we'll find those circles. Bring it the opposite way. All right, bring it a little bit down and then draw the leg in. Very nice. Come back, release, and then let it go. Extend the leg. Let's get into that hamstring. So we'll go down as far as it feels comfortable, keeping the leg straight, keeping the toes pointing up towards the ceiling. Now be mindful of every movement you do and every time you hold the stretch, connecting to the sensation, right? Like we feel it here in the upper leg, the lower leg. So we're staying with what we're feeling in the body rather than letting the mind just sort of wander away. Come back halfway, point and flex the foot up and down. And then flex and rotate it out and in. Just from that hip joint, out and in. All right, let's do those on the other side. So flex the leg first. Go as low as it feels comfortable for you. Keep your toes up and the legs straight. Inhale, bring it up, and again, go up and down. And then we go side to side, right? In and out. All right, bring it back. Wiggle your toes, wiggle, wiggle. So lift all 10 toes. And then curl. So if you're making like a fist with your toes down below, and then let it go. Again, curl open, curl open. You can even do it with your hands too. It's just kind of getting that grip going. And then keep the 8 toes down, lift the big toes, then place the big toes down, lift the 8 toes as best you can. Doesn't have to be perfect. My toes sometimes get a little bit unruly. They're like, no, not happening today. Lift, and then one more time. All right, very good. Come on this side. Let's stretch a little bit through the hip flexors before we stand up. So straighten out the leg, bend the knee. If you don't have shoes, you can come on top of the foot. Otherwise, you can just kind of bend the knee and that's it. You don't have to come on top of the foot. And then next time you go back, try to keep it straight and see if you can square the hips to the side, the chest to the side. If the shoulders feel up for it, reach those arms along the ears, lengthen up. Remembering always that if your shoulders hurt, you can always keep the arms down. We don't have to lift those arms up. Si le molestan los hombros, pueden dejar los brazos arriba en vez de abajo en vez de arriba. All right. Open up, sort of like a warrior two shape, and then bring the edge of the foot into the floor. All right, we're going to go down towards the floor and reach the arm up, and then do the same here. Reach the arm down, this arm up. Just twice. Back and down. Very nice. And then bring it back to center. We'll pick up that back leg, bring it in, and then have this leg meet here. Pause for a moment before we switch sides. Take a moment to breathe in. Long breath out through your mouth. Try to relax the tension. Again. We go to the other side. So we go here, and we keep the hands right on top of the legs as we straighten out the leg. Come on the top. And it doesn't have to be straight. I always tell you, if it's just straightening out a little bit and you already feel it, then that's good. You don't have to go any further than that. All right, straighten out the leg as best we can, square the hips, and then lift the chest, shoulders back and down. And then from there, we lift the arms if that feels okay in the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. All right, here we go. We open sort of like in a warrior two shape. The edge of the foot presses into the floor. We get super tall, right? So notice how I'm not sinking into the legs. I'm lengthening up. And again, you're bringing it all the way behind the leg and reaching up. And then all the way down towards the floor. Or halfway. Doesn't have to be all the way down. One more time. Very nice. Bring it back. We'll bring the legs in and come into a prayer shape. Take an inhale and a long exhale. Okay? You can do this through your nose, through your mouth, whatever feels good. All right, we're going to take a forward fold. So we inhale up. We exhale, forward fold. As you go down, you can stay here, but you can always go down a little lower if that feels okay in your body. So pick which feels good for you. Keep your abdominal muscles engaged. We're going to go up on an inhale, reaching super tall, and swan dive on the exhale one last time. Again, here or a little bit below. Inhale, bring it all the way back to center. All right, so let's work a little bit of standing postures. You can always have a second chair in front if you are having trouble standing up and going behind your chair. Or you can always stay seated, right? Like if your back is hurting, whatever it's hurting today, and you need to stay seated, you can always do the poses seated and just kind of adjust them as best you can. All right. So finding mountain pose, standing tall behind your chair. See if you can tuck the head in and lengthen the crown of your head. Reach the fingers to the floor. All right, reach the arms up. We're going to start with downward facing dog first. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale into a down dog. Press all the way back. Bend the knees here. Pedal the feet. Lift one heel off the floor, the other heel. After the next one, hold it. So you find the pedal of lifting the heel, but you hold it. Switch it up. And then come back to center. Walk slowly all the way forward. We're back in mountain pose. Stand super tall, lengthen through the crown of your head. All right, find a little bit of a sway from side to side. If you want, you can open the feet a little bit and then a little forward and back, just kind of transferring the weight. Left, right, forward, back. And then try to stand even on both feet, both legs. See if you can lengthen a little bit more through the crown of the head. We go to down dog again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold in half. Hold the chair and walk back. Maybe you walk just a little bit more this time. Flat back. Now, instead of the legs, we'll focus on the upper body. So you lower the chest a little to the floor and up. Keep the abdominal muscles engaged, right, to support your back. Down and up. And then on the next breath, slowly travel back. Again, finding that tall mountain in between each posture. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. This time we come into chair pose. And we go up and we sit in the chair. Up, sit in the chair one last time. You hold the chair and come and hold the knees. Circle the knees a little bit around. If you're having trouble with the balance, open the feet a little bit and then bring it the opposite way. All right, come back through the chair and slowly travel up, all the way up. Arms go behind, interlace the fingers, open up the chest in a standing back bend. Inhale, fold in half and lift the arms a little bit up. Inhale, bend the knees, release, bring the arms up and overhead for that chair. This time, twist, but keep the knees to the front. Bring it to center, twist to the other side. Bring it back, one more to each side. Last one here. We go all the way up on an inhale. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Hands can be here or a little lower on your chair. Inhale, bend the knees, back to that chair pose. And then release the hands. Walk the feet a little bit closer to the chair if you're not there already. Lift the heels and rock back away towards the heels. Lift the heels, rock back to the heels. Getting into the ankle joint a little bit. One more time. And then back to center. All right, side to side. If you don't have to hold on to the chair, your hands will be on the hips, or maybe one hand will be on the chair, one on the hip. All right, next time we go up on the right side, you're gonna hold it up and do a little pulsing motion. And then you're gonna turn the foot out 45 and pulse it back like a diagonal line. You'll feel it on your glute med. Come back to center. We do the same on the other side. Lift the leg up and pulse it. Turn the foot at 45 degrees and kick it back diagonally, right? Waking up the glute muscles. And then bring it back to center. Being very careful that you don't hit yourself on the chair. Swing the leg forward and back without bending the knee. So keep the leg straight. All right, come back to center. Swing this leg forward and back, keeping the leg straight. Very good. Come back. Now we'll circle the leg around. Try to bring it to the front and to the back, just 3 times. And let's do that the opposite way. All right, come back to center. Let's do it on the other leg. Bring it the opposite way. Very good. Now we do a little crisscross. So we cross and we bring it behind and cross. So it looks like this. You cross it here, you cross it behind. Just one more time. Come back, find the other side. Very good. And then bring it back to center. We're taking a forward fold, but this time with legs wide. So hold on to the chair, open your legs a little bit wider than the chair. Turn your toes slightly in, your heels out. And then from here, we come halfway down, keeping the abdominal muscles engaged. You're going to keep the forearm here. You're going to lift your right arm up and open up. Feel the stretch through the inner thigh. And as you exhale, thread the arm under, threading the needle. Bring it up, inhale. Cross it under, exhale. Last time. And then bring it back to center. All right, we'll come up just to give the back a little bit of a break. Lift the chest up. Exhale, folding again. Placing the arm here. We lift the arm, hold it. And then we go under. Reaching up. One last time. Up. And then bringing it back to center. This time we just rest the forehead on the chair. Breathe in and out. All right, on your next breath, slowly pressing up again, adding a little bit of a lift in the chest. We'll toe heel the feet halfway. Keep your toes pointing out and the heels in. You can pull the chair a little bit closer to you if you like. And then we're going down, pushing the knees to the outside, finding the second toe with the knee. So don't bring the knees inward, push the knees out. If your knees are hurting, just do a little bit of an up and down just to kind of wake them up, but don't go deep. All right, find one that feels comfortable for you to hold, and then reach one arm, release, reach the other arm. If you're able to keep them both up, then keep them both up. Breathe in and breathe out. Bring the hands to heart center, and we go a little bit lower and then straight up. Lower, straight up, one more time. On the next breath, bring the hands right above the head. Breathe in, keep the legs straight just to give it a little break. And then hold here as the knees bend. Release the hands down, hold on to the chair, and then lift one heel off the floor, then the other heel. And you can straighten out one leg as you do this. We'll lift both heels up, a little bit on the knees, lower down, lift your toes. Heels up just 3 times. Lift your toes, one last time. Very good. Turn the toes slightly in and then fold into a forward fold, either just to here or to the seat of your chair. Deepen the breath. All right, inhale the next breath, slowly traveling up. This time we toe heel the feet until they're hip width apart. Stay right there behind your chair, lengthen the spine. All right, if you want a little bit of water, si quieren un poquito de agua, you can have some water. We'll take a little moment and then we'll continue with some standing postures. And then we'll sit down, we'll do a meditation. All right, we're going to begin with a down dog, followed by a warrior one. Okay, so you can stay right where you are. I'm going to go like this. You can see me. Inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Finding downward facing dog. Bring your right leg between the legs of the chair. Bend the front knee. Either one arm goes up or both arms go up for that warrior one. If you're having trouble balancing, hold on. Si no pueden con balance, se aguantan con una mano. All right, release that hand down. Pick up that leg, the back leg up, and then bring it back to center. Just a moment there. Arms up and overhead. Forward fold. Halfway lift, press into down dog. All right, left leg comes forward between the legs of the chair. Bend the front knee, keep the back leg straight. One arm or both go up. You can't just hold on, it's okay. Again, lowering both arms down so we can pick up that back leg just for a moment and then bring it back into center. Take an inhale and an exhale. We're going to add a pyramid to this flow. So inhale, reach. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, down dog. Right leg comes forward. Arms up if you can. Straighten out through the front leg. It's a pyramid pose. Hands here or here. But you want to make sure both legs are straight and you're squaring the hips towards the front. If you want to add a little bit more, lift the front toes off the floor. You come on the heel. If it's troublesome for the balance, just keep that leg, that foot down. Travel up on your next breath. Inhale, bend the front knee, pick up the back leg, and place it down. All right, take a moment here in mountain. Inhale, arms up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, press to downward facing dog. Again, left leg comes forward between the legs of the chair. Bend the front knee. One arm is up or both arms are up. Straight front leg brings you to pyramid. Again, hands here or hands below. Again, remember, move that left side of the hip forward, right side of the hip back. Inhale, bend the front knee, slowly come up, pick up the back leg and place it down. All right, back to mountain once again. Little long inhale, long exhale through the mouth. One more. All right, we go behind the chair for warrior two next. So you open up both legs, right? You can keep the chair right here. Back leg straight, front knee bent. If you need to hold on and just keep that front arm up. Otherwise, both arms are up at the height of the shoulders. Turn the palms of the hands facing up towards the ceiling. Reach the fingers towards the side walls. Okay, we're going to straighten out the leg and reach that arm a little bit behind you as you reach this arm up like we did when we were seated. Bend the knee and then reach this arm down the direction of the floor, but don't touch your leg. Reach the arm up. We're just doing this twice like we did seated. Reach it up and down. Bend the knee. Reach the arms in opposite direction. And then bring it back to center. Turn the toes in. Open up the chest as you interlace the fingers. So back bend. All right, release the arm. Just release the hands. Move the shoulders a little bit. We go on the other side of that warrior two, right? Just open up. Turn the palms of the hands facing up. Again, we're reaching behind, reaching the arms in opposite direction. Whoops, straighten out the leg. And then bend the knee. And then reach down and up in opposite direction without touching the leg in the front. Inhale, bring it back. Reach long. One last time here. Inhale, bring it back. Turn the toes in, palms back. This time we hold opposite elbow or as close as you can get to it as you lift the chest up. And then release the hands. Hands on the hips, we toe heel the feet together, halfway in, and then a little bit of a jump coming in. Just a little one. And then hands to the side. All right, let's come back to our chair. Again, if you want a little water before we continue. Otherwise, we're just going to take a moment here, do some pranayama, some breathing techniques, then we'll continue. All right, bringing your right hand, this hand, into the peace sign. You're going to bring those two fingers, which is the index and the middle finger, right in the center of the forehead. You're going to use the thumb to close the right nostril. Inhale through your left. Close the left, exhale through your right. In through the right. Out through the left. If it becomes too challenging to do this, just keep your right closed and in and out through your left only. Otherwise, continue to do the alternate. Finish your last exhale through the left side. Keep your hands facing down on top of your legs when you're done. Take a moment here. All right, on that next breath, sitting a little bit forward on the chair, we'll do very gentle tapping on the legs, just kind of tuning in to the sensations in the body as we tap. Come in circle around your knees. And then come lower leg. Lower leg on the other side. Bounce the feet a little bit. All right, come forward. Try to tap lower back and kidneys. If you need to go on one side only to get higher, then just do one side at a time. Coming to the front of the hip and lower abdomen. Come towards the ribs. Come a little bit higher. Come onto the side, like towards the armpit and down through the side of the body. Come on the top of that shoulder, inside of the arm. Remember, this is one of those practices you can do upon waking up, during the day if you're feeling a little bit, go the other side, a little bit anxious, or just to bring attention between mind and body, right? Come on the inside. It helps with circulation of the energy, blood circulation, just kind of stimulates the body. All right, rub the palms together, create a little heat, rub. And then tap the face, all around the face, under the eyes, jawline, crown of the head or around the hairline. And then just bring both hands on the center of the chest. Begin to connect to your breathing. Make it a little deeper, but nothing too, that feels like you're doing too much work. And then exhale. We're going to blow out the air through the lips as if you're blowing out a candle. Again. See if you can bring the belly towards the spine as much as you can. So we're trying to empty as much air from the lungs as we possibly can. Do one more like that. And then release the hands down. We sit all the way towards the back of the chair. We'll roll the shoulders up and back and try to relax as much as you can. You're going to do a meditation where you can always keep your eyes open and look straight ahead at a point. But if you're comfortable closing your eyes, then close your eyes. Begin to connect to the breathing right at the tip of the nose. We're going to count the breath again. This time we're going to inhale for a count of 5. If we're able to hold the breath, we're going to hold for 3. We're going to exhale for 5 and hold the breath out for 3. So 5, 3, 5, 3. Begin, we'll do a few rounds. If you notice your mind wandering and you're not counting or breathing, it's okay. Just let the thought cross the mind, come back, start again. Do one last round. We're going to do very gentle Brahmari breath. So you're going to inhale through your nose, and it's not going to be as loud as we usually do it. It's just going to be a little bit more inward. You're going to make that bumblebee sound. One more time. Now let the breath just speak. You don't need to do anything to it, but you are going to watch the breath every time it comes and goes. So notice the breath at the tip of the nose when it comes in. It's a little cooler. Notice when the breath leaves the body, it's a little bit warmer. Connect to the temperature of the breath. Every time you notice your mind wandering, you come back to watching the temperature of your breath. And it's okay for the mind to wander, it's just what it does. But the work is just realizing when you're leaving the present moment and then just picking yourself back and coming back to your breath. Now, instead of connecting to the breath coming in and out at the tip of the nose, begin to notice the sounds you hear around you. So it could be the sound of the AC, the heater, whatever you have going on in the house. Maybe it's the sound of the car outside. But just try to notice the sound and just follow it. Now letting go of the sound, connect to the sensation of your feet on the floor, your back against the chair, the legs against the chair, the sensation of the clothing and the body, the hands on top of the legs. Letting that go, just keep the gaze at the point between the eyebrows, look into the distance. See if it's only darkness you see there. Is there a hint of light or color? Take a moment to deepen your breath, bringing awareness back towards the body. Press the feet into the floor. Allow your eyes to open. Just kind of look around, just getting acquainted with the space we're in. We'll take 2 breaths to seal the class. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Namaste. All right. Thank you so much for joining me today. And again, thank you for the support from the Parkinson Foundation, so you can keep these classes at no cost to you. I'll be here 3 times this month with this class. So I'll send the reminders so you're aware.